America's Diesel Podcast.
Brought to you by Diesel Power Products.
America's Diesel Superstore.
No salesman,
Just enthusiasts.
DieselPowerProducts.com.
Your number one source for all things diesel.
Badangadu.
We have a special guest today.
Special guest and a forever guest.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to a new item on our table.
It's Joseph R. Biden.
Yeah, Badangadu.
Badangadu.
Yeah. So we had a listener send us.
Where'd that card go?
Where'd the piece of paper go?
Hold, please. Hold, please.
Ironically, it came in the mail, and me and Tyler, being the
Children.
idiots that we are, I do a video of us opening it, and I'm like, I have no idea who sent this. Whoever sent this, let us know. I have no idea. We just look at the damn slip.
Just like a lot of people do when they buy parts, they rip the box open and throw the instructions across the freaking neighborhood.
That's what we did.
Yeah,
but this is a gift for us from Jake Hersher.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Jake.
I love your taste in bobbleheads.
For those of you that can't see it, it's our
great and wonderful.
It's our current president, Joe Biden. He's not standing up.
He's in a very vulnerable position.
Very vulnerable position.
With a hole in it's a pen holder, and you put the pen in his ass.
Yeah,
basically.
But then his head's a bobblehead.
That says Sleepy on it.
Yeah,
freaking love it.
I love it. Yeah, it's staying on the desk.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I made a Facebook post about it, and I was like, I held it in my tremendously large, perhaps the largest hands you've ever seen in your life. Because I don't care who you are, comedy is comedy. I'm not a part of the you can't say anything bad about Donald Trump. The way they made fun of Donald Trump's hands, second to none.
Yeah.
Because he fed into it too. Like, these are normal-sized hands.
Yeah. Look
at me holding this mug. It's a normal-sized mug in this hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
as far as brain size though, from this scale to real life, it's probably accurate.
Yes.
As far as brain power.
Yeah. It is.
I'm probably being generous with that.
Severely.
It's basically mashed potatoes up there.
Badangadu.
Cottage cheese.
So thank you, Jake Hersher.
What's his Instagram tag?
Freight Shakin' Jake.
Freight Shakin' Jake.
Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate the gift. I guess we're at that level now where people might send us things. If you want to, feel free. I mean, 5204 East Broadway, Spokane, Washington, 99212. Also, you can just go on the website. Our web address is there. But
as long as it's not like a dildo or something, we'll keep it on we'll keep anything anybody sends us on our table when we do podcasts. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
We're not asking for anything from anybody, just so you guys know. But if you just so happen to come across something that you're like, hey, those guys would like that.
Yeah. Maybe if we end up getting enough all at once or something like that, we'll do like a mail call or some shit. You never know.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's get this intro out of the way. Thanks for tuning in. This is Ben and Tyler from America's Diesel Podcast, coming at you from Spokane, Washington. You can find us on Google Play, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, anywhere that you listen to podcasts. You can find us on there by searching America's Diesel Podcast. You can also find us on the social medias, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, sort of. YouTube is the best place if you want to leave comments. I know most people don't necessarily watch a podcast. I totally understand, but if you want to leave a comment on a podcast, we do get a lively discussion going there. I'm pretty sure we are absolutely throwing off YouTube's algorithm because our YouTube videos, I totally get most people listen to this stuff. I don't watch podcasts either, but when we have chats, they're on YouTube in the comments, why the hell is this thing getting 400 views, but it has 45 comments?
Yeah.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
That's us talking shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Also, make sure to follow us on Instagram. We do go live just about every Wednesday right around 5 p.m. Pacific time because we film usually 1 or 2 episodes a day or every Wednesday. And in between them, we do Facebook Live. So have a beer with the boys. You can ask questions, get our answers, make suggestions, all that kind of good stuff there. And we are also trying to pump up our Instagram numbers. So make sure and give us a follow there. Tyler, reviews.
Oh, yeah. Keep those reviews coming in. I love seeing the new ones. We've good or bad. We prefer, obviously, the 5-star reviews. Keep us looking good. You can leave a review on any of the platforms that Ben mentioned earlier. Screenshot that, send it to podcast@dieselpowerproducts.com. Make sure to include a picture of your truck and an address that we can send a sticker to. It looks just like the logo behind us here if you are watching.
Yep. Lastly, if you are purchasing parts for your diesel pickup, make sure and check out dieselpowerproducts.com. We have phone sales, text on the phone, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. We also have the chat feature on the website, Ashford West, manning that, getting you the info you need. If you are on the website and you see the Quick Ship logo on the product, that means it's verified, in stock, ready to rock. Place the order, get it going. But if you have questions, by all means, let us know. We will give you the best information possible. And if you are a podcast listener, if you're listening to this, you're a podcast listener. Congratulations. You are at that level of human. It means nothing. But if you are a podcast listener and you're buying from us, make sure and put it in the delivery instructions. Just write the word podcast. I go through every couple of days, tally them up. Or if you're on the phone, let your fantastic and devilishly handsome salesman know. That way they can mark it down and we can keep track of that kind of stuff. If you've made an order with us in the past and you forgot to mark it down, no harm, no foul. Let me know. Shoot me a DM, shoot me a message, whatever. Let me know your email address, order number, whatever. I can flag it. Still works. Still good to go. Last part of this intro. If you're listening to this, which you are because you're listening and I'm talking to you right now, and you are not buying products for your diesel truck from Diesel Power Products, I want to know why. Good, bad, happy, sad.
Yeah.
If you were looking at something on the website, on our website, maybe got good information, bought it from somewhere else, I don't care. I want to know why. All criticism is good in this front because we want to be the best. If you're a longtime listener, you know that we gradually grew how our best in the, and so I want to be the best on the internet.
Yeah.
All of it.
There you go. Yeah. This week's podcast episode is brought to you by Fuel Bomb Diesel Additive, an additive designed for diesel enthusiasts, made by diesel enthusiasts. Ben, take it away.
Hell yeah, dude. So this is our in-house Fuel Bomb fuel additive for your diesel truck. Our biggest thing here is making sure that you can pretty much always have diesel additive on you all the time. You've got a lot of other additives out on the market that they have, anti-gel in there all the time. They have cetane in there all the time. They end up being big and bulky bottles. Our standard everyday diesel fuel additive is 1 ounce per 32 gallons, and that's its main job is to make sure that your fuel system stays lubricated and prevents the formation of algae. And it should also help you in colder climates too.
Should definitely help you in colder climates. Along with cleaning your fuel system and maintaining it, it'll also help you bump that cetane number up for a more efficient burn of your diesel fuel. And if cetane is just what you're after, there's the Fuel Bomb Hellfire, which is our straight 8+ cetane enhancer.
Yeah, and you guys asked, and we brought them back. We did go away from the bottles that didn't have the measuring little parts in there. We brought them back for you, so now you can measure out your 1 ounce per 32 gallons for the F-Bomb or 4 ounces per 32 gallons for the Hellfire.
Both these additives are available on our website, dieselpowerproducts.com. Now let's get back to that episode. You know, it's funny. I don't know what you just said that made me remember this, but I remember probably, God, this has got to be at least like 8 to 10 years ago. Do you people used to ask for all the time? Catalogs. Do y'all have a catalog?
I get that question sometimes.
Do you really?
Yeah, still.
Wow. Dude, I used to when I was a kid, I used to order Jags, Summit, LMC truck, whatever, like Dearborn for like Ford stuff. Like I would order all these catalogs of parts and just look through parts.
Yeah.
Like I have no money. Like I would just get the free catalog because it had cool stuff in it, and I could learn possibly about stuff. But
I feel bad because some of I can tell there's some of the old timers that they call in, hey, can you send me a catalog? And I'm like, to be honest, man, if I sent you a catalog by the time it got printed and sent to you, it'd be out of date.
Yeah.
Like our
website. Especially nowadays, like pricing changes and especially inventory stuff. Like obviously you can't keep track of inventory in a catalog.
Yeah.
But yeah, kind of.
Yeah, but I usually will tell those guys like the best way to do it is
it's 2022.
Yeah, no. First off, it's 2022. Like the internet is here.
Yeah,
it's been around for a while.
It's been here. Yeah.
But if you have questions, make sure and call and ask us. Like we're more than happy to take some time and talk to you about stuff.
Yeah.
I've even gone to the. We're getting actually into the podcast now. But I've actually even printed off listings,
pages,
and mailed them to people.
Have you really?
Yeah, because I had one guy that was like,
That's nice
I am not good at internet stuff at all. Oh, I think he ended up ordering like 3 or 4 times from us, and they were large orders. But he was just like, no computer, no internet. He would call in. I would talk to him about stuff. And after the first time he got, because he would only talk to me, probably because I'm the only one that took the time to do this.
Yeah.
But he would call in, say, I'm looking at these parts. I need this type of stuff. Cool. Everything that we just talked about, can you send me those listings? I'm like, yeah, cool. What's your email address? He's like, and just gave me his address. I'm like, how do you want me to get these to you? Print them out. All right, man, cool. Like, shit. I mean, we just talked about 10 grams of the parts. Yeah, I'll print it out.
Yeah.
So I printed off like a freaking novel.
Yeah.
Throw it in the old envelope, throw a stamp on it, send it out to him. Like 6 weeks later.
Send you back just like money and like shit circled.
Legitimately. Yeah, he sent me a check.
Yes. Oh, really?
Sent me a check and then put check marks next to each of the items that he wanted, and then with a handwritten letter of what was on there that he needed. And I was
wow. He is
dude,
just
wrote me
all in the old school way.
Yeah. So I call him back. I'm like, hey, man, so I got the check. Like, just want to, yeah, everything I circled, that stuff. I'm like, do you have any questions? No. The listings were all there. You printed them off, wrote them all. I'm like, okay, cool, man.
Dude,
well, I'll get this going. And then I would mail him.
Yeah.
I mailed him tracking numbers. Okay, guys.
They probably got there after he got the parts.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mailed him a receipt. I mailed him like I had like tracking numbers and
Just all right. Hey.
I mean, it was not to say that we're all about money here, but I mean, it was. I mean, I think I ended up selling him probably close to 20 grams of parts.
Yeah.
And he was a nice guy. Never called back with an issue. Never did anything. I was like, shit, dude. You keep sending me checks. I keep sending you parts, bro.
Yeah. I remember. I think because I'd gotten my like first car when I was like 15-ish, 14, 15. My old school car that I had. And
wait, it wasn't the purple
no.
lesbian, maybe it wasn't.
No, it wasn't the lesbian.
okay.
Mazda. No. But
Mazda
626.
purple.
Just happened to be owned by lesbians. I remember the catalogs, like it was in the middle, like the centerfold was the ordering part, and you had to write in the part numbers and put your check in there or whatnot, or I don't even know if they like you could write your card info on there. I don't even remember how it was, but I think I've ordered one time like that with an actual I'm trying to place an order, fill out the thing, send it in, wait for them to receive it. They receive it, this just brings up look how quick now things are. Yeah, like people have no patience anymore.
None.
Like people used to fill out that form with all the information,
using your hand.
Using your hand and handwriting.
Yeah.
Write in all your information, fold that thing up, send it in, and you wait a week for them to even get your order, and then they do their thing, charge it. Like I said, I don't remember if it was like a check or if you you wrote your debit card down, but then.
Well, yeah, but if it was a check or a card, you're basically once you saw the check clear or the card get charged, then hey, they got it. I guess I should be getting my parts. Yeah. Soon. Yeah. Sometime after today.
Yeah, because I didn't put an email down there or anything. I have just an address. Or you're not going to send tracking. How are you going to? You got to call them hey, did it ship? But it's probably a good. Probably a week and a half process before they even get the order, and then process it, and then ship it. It's probably almost a month ordeal, to get parts over the. I would say yes. Over a catalog.
The best one I can relate to is, let's see here. This is probably my Bay Area skater kid is probably, or just maybe a skater kid. I don't know if you guys remember CCS magazine is basically just all skateboard stuff. So you could order boards, decks, bearings, completes, shoes,
just
shirts, pants, anything that had to do with skateboarding. And they also had CCS Snow. I think their website is still live, but they are definitely not the mainstay of skateboarding products anymore. Yeah, because this is basically, I was probably in middle school, so this was late 90s. Yeah, because my freshman year was 2001. So, and I remember I get these catalogs. You had to sign up for the catalogs, right? Yeah. So you had to send a letter.
And then it took a month to get the catalog. Yeah. The catalog was the longest part.
They would do a catalog, I think it was every quarter. Every season they basically gave you a catalog. And they made it small. So it would fit, you could actually fit it in your jeans pocket. So it was about that big, right? Yeah. And it had the pictures, and you could build your own complete. Pick a part from section A, and this from B, and if you want to do this one, it adds $12.99. It's like a math equation, but I carried it everywhere I went.
Yeah.
And I remember when I finally saved up enough allowance, and I would sit there, and my mom would call it in, and it was a 45-minute call.
Yeah.
You know, a part number, and this, and this, and this.
Yep.
And then she gave them a card over the phone.
Yeah.
Or no, did she give them a card? Yeah, she gave them a card over the phone. I remember that part.
Yeah.
But then I remember, it's like, cool, when's this going to be there? It's like, month.
Something like that.
And it was like, okay.
Yeah, done. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Like, wow, that's fast.
Yeah. It's like, I remember like back then, like looking at a magazine, knowing if I wanted that part from the minute that I placed the order or the minute that I decided I wanted that part.
Yeah.
It's probably 2 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to decide you want it, figure your budget out, make it happen, put money, like maybe you're only operating cash.
Yeah.
You got to figure out how to get the cash into their hands.
Yeah. Yep.
And work it forward from there.
Yeah.
And now, like I can literally be driving.
Yeah.
I'm not endorsing. I'm not condoning
don't
driving
order
and
parts
texting
while you're driving.
Yeah. Like if I'm driving somewhere and it's like an Amazon item that it's already pre-logged in.
Oh, dude.
And
easy.
it's something I know that I
clicks,
want,
bro.
Literally, like open the app.
Boom, boom.
At a stoplight, I can open the app. At a stoplight, don't even get me started. How long I could. A stoplight, if it's I could do a lot of damage in a minute.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
God, yeah. Yeah.
You give me like, I don't know, 3 clicks of my thumb, and within 2 days, sometimes less than that,
yeah.
there's just a thing at my door.
And then you're
there
still
it is.
complaining.
And you're still complaining about how long it takes.
Yeah.
I didn't get my tracking information instantaneously, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I still remember like sending packages. You had to call someone, hey, did you get that?
Yeah. Did you? Yeah.
Is it lost?
Yeah.
It's like lost packages were like lost.
Yeah. No, it's gone.
It's in the ether.
Yeah.
Like,
We don't. Yeah.
She gone, baby.
Nobody knows where it's at.
Yeah. How do we find it?
I don't know. It's gone, dude.
Did you buy insurance? Is that a thing? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Are you going to cover it? Do I cover it?
It's like, no, man, we shipped it. It's gone.
If you wanted to guarantee that it was there, you should have went and done it yourself.
You should have drove here and picked it up.
Yeah. Idiot.
Seriously, it's crazy.
And even more so on that, like I think Amazon still does it, but the button order thing. So
yeah, one click.
like literally like the physical button.
What do you mean?
So I don't know if Amazon still does this or not, but the only reason I know that the reason I found out about it was because Red Bull did one. When I was working for Red Bull. If it's like a frequently ordered item that you have or something like that,
yeah,
you can order this like an actual physical button that has like a Red Bull logo on it, and it's got like
I know what you're talking about.
It's basically like an RFID or something like that, and it's like you could put it in your pantry or put it wherever you need it. Once you realize, and it's connected to your Amazon account, and like as long as you have your Wi-Fi or your phone nearby or something like that, if you realize that you need Red Bull, like I do need Red Bull, beep, and the light goes red and then blue, ordered.
Done.
Ordered.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
48 hours later, on your doorstep.
Yeah.
It's not even like, oh, I got to write the list down. I'm going to go to Costco. I'm going to do this now. Oh, I need that. Beep. Cool. What's next?
Yeah. Done. Yeah.
And it's not like you could like select. It's like it had to be like one SKU number.
Yeah.
It's like for one thing. But
yes.
But the buttons were free. So you could like, if I'm always ordering like sugar-free and original, I can get you a beep,
boom,
beep. If I need laundry detergent, beep. And that was the whole idea behind it. But I don't know if anybody steals those, if they even caught on or not. I think it's because everybody has their phone on. I mean, you can literally make it so.
Right.
Yeah. Speaking of technology, you know what also has like come back that I thought was going to be like a dying technology? Even Josh would have said this too. QR codes.
The things that you.
The little square that you scan with your phone.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first started here with all the advertising, QR codes, like everybody was like, dude, QR codes, you got to put them in magazines so they can pull up this, they can pull up that. And then you start thinking, like, you're like, how? First off, who reads magazines? No one.
Yeah,
like let's be real. with the knowledge of the internet in your phone.
Yeah, who's gonna buy a magazine for $8?
Yeah,
when you could just go on their website and look at the same article,
or have to wait.
Yeah, have to wait.
Yeah, I fully agree. Like, I would rather read a magazine while I'm taking a dump than look at my phone.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But at the same time, I'm gonna do a subscription.
Yeah.
And have to like pay and wait for it to get there. As opposed to an article.
Dude, they were expensive.
Yeah.
Magazine subscriptions? I mean, they like got up there.
Yeah. As opposed to like having subscribe to like say Diesel Army,
Yeah.
and you get a notification when a new article comes out within seconds
Yeah.
of it coming out.
Yeah.
Meaning you could have this thing already read and absorbed into your head before it was even printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
But QR codes, with how much people are trying to like save paper now, QR codes are everywhere. I find myself scanning QR codes all the time.
Really? I don't at all.
Like we were doing a what's in the box for an SMB intake, and they were like, see related products here, and it was like QR code. I was like, well shit, let's see that. Pulled up my phone, click, and all of a sudden it's like replacement filter, replacement hardware, clear top, this, that, the applications, this. You need the carb sticker, right there. I was like, damn, that's like really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know. I'll probably never use them. I don't know. The ones that really bug me are when you go to a restaurant,
That's
like
dumb.
the menus on the QR code on your. I was like, can I just get like a one I can hold? It's part of the experience of the restaurant. Like,
So no menu, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm not getting anything.
Yeah, tell me what I want.
Yeah.
No, you don't know what I like? That's fine. Just pick something. If I don't like it, I'm not paying for it.
Yep.
Yeah, just pick something else. I'm not paying for that one either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't force me.
No. All right. I got to get an Instagram question that came up.
Okay.
It's actually from one of my personal friends, but he was actually asked a really good question. So Nate Dogg, it's your time to shine. It's actually one of my fraternity brothers. But he's a California guy. He has it's either a 6'2" or 6'5" Suburban. I guess it'd be a 6'5". It's not the square body style here. It's the one after that.
So
Like the K body style.
Yeah, 6'5".
Yeah. His question was, and so if you guys don't know, I do every once in a while on the podcast Instagram page and on Diesel Pop Rock's Instagram page, we'll do a Q&A.
Yeah.
And I really like him. I like to give, what's the best way? Like medium form answers.
Yeah.
Like you see some people that do Instagram questions and it's like someone will ask like an actual detailed question and the response will be like, yeah, 540. It's like, no, like there's so many other factors that you didn't even like put in there.
Yeah.
And I have no problem. Like to read my answers, like you do have to hold your thumb on the page and read it. I post links, I post all that kind of shit. Like I'll DM the person that like I want to put it out there because the more detailed a question you ask, the more answer I can give. But he asked the question, what is the best non like power part or power modification part, like the best, just that gives you like makes you the happiest, is there's nothing on money or anything like that, but like a non-power oriented part to put on your truck. Like what would you think is like the most important or the thing that gives you the most joy or the best feeling that's not a power part?
Are you asking me?
Yeah. Tyler, damn it.
I'd probably have to say something in the interior.
Mm-hmm.
So like maybe like floor mats or something, like there's nothing like a fresh set of like WeatherTechs, especially when you can get like the over the hump in the middle, and tie everything to get like that.
Mm-hmm.
Probably that, because you're in it. That's what you're in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're living in while you drive.
Yeah.
So I don't know, something like that.
And this is where like you can totally tell me and Tyler at different places in our vehicle ownership status. He automatically thinks it doesn't need a stereo.
Yeah.
My door actuators work.
Yeah.
I'm over here like, man, what would I do? I would love it if when I pressed unlock, all my doors unlocked.
Yeah.
Door actuators.
Yeah.
The next one for me, I'm trying to put a pedestal here. I think you're amazing, but
what are you trying to say?
Like the one for me, like whether it's the Blue Truck or the Excursion, is the stereo, like the head unit.
Yeah.
I'm not don't get me wrong, I like having a nice stereo. I like having something that hits hard and all that kind of stuff. Am I going to spend lots of extra time and money replacing speakers and all that kind of stuff? Probably not. Like, if they need it, I'll replace it. I have no problem putting factory parts back in something, there, or I can replace and upgrade if needed.
Yeah.
But I'm not the guy that's like, bought the truck, brakes are squealing, let's put subs in.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put a turbo on.
Yeah. Right.
Like subs are way down on my list.
Yeah.
Important, but way down there. But on a lot of these older trucks, especially like got a 97 and 01, but I would say anything in like the, pre 2010, basically, there's a lot of room to improve on the stereo, like the head unit.
Oh yeah,
mostly
for
like
sure.
Bluetooth capability,
Yeah,
navigation, all other kind of shit.
yeah,
And I will tell you, even on my blue truck, just having a stereo that is Bluetooth capable is like, that's not like no cord, no nothing, just like you get in, your phone connects. This thing's over 20 years old, and I know that if I get in and my phone's on, it'll start playing music, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And I'll just sit there and connect, because I had like a super old Bluetooth stereo in the Excursion when I first got it, and I would literally be like on the freeway already, and then it's like, bing, connect. It's like it's been like 10 minutes, man.
yeah.
I don't even care anymore.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm so over this shit.
Yeah.
But like in the Excursion, I had like a nice touchscreen unit in there,
Yeah.
and it really, in my opinion, like elevates the truck or the vehicle.
Well, sure, yeah. No, I would agree with that. Yeah. I mean, obviously the Suburban that I had was a lost cause as far as stereo is concerned. Like I mean, I could have done stuff, but that thing had way more other, more pressing things going on with it. But I've been lucky enough to have, like, most of my last like 5 vehicles have been relatively newer and have had stereos. But I remember when I was a kid, like, whatever rig we would get, like a stereo would be like the first thing.
Oh yeah.
Like speakers, head unit, like all.
Well, at that point, it was like, I need a CD player.
Yeah.
Can I just get a damn CD player?
Yeah, dude. I remember I had a 93 Ford Explorer that I bought one of those flip up DVD. Dude, I thought it was so freaking cool.
Tight.
Oh, dude. Yeah, it's fucking dope. I thought that was so cool, dude. So freaking cool. Then I got rear-ended, and it like like shockwave through the Explorer, and the screen, when it was up, you could like grab it and pull it out and like pivot it off to. It was just broke. But yeah, I ended up getting that replaced. They like, the person that hit me paid for it. So I was like, sweet, I got a new one. But yeah, I ended up, would I trade it, or I think I sold it to a kid in Wyoming when I was down there. I was like, I don't need a freaking DVD player. Like, I'm gonna sell this thing, because I was living on like a super tight budget.
Yeah.
So I'm like, frick, I can make like $200 off this thing. Like, I'm gonna sell it. It's like beer money.
Keep in mind, 200. I'm not saying like super old or anything. Go to movies for a nickel or something like that. But like $200 in, like, I don't know, the early 2000s.
Get you a ways.
That's half my rent.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I would live on, it was like $280 or $260 a month, or no, was that twice a month? I can't remember, but it was not a lot.
No.
It was not a lot. Like, I had everything budgeted for what I needed, and then the rest was, for play money, fuel to go up in the woods, or beer and whatever. Yeah. Hookers.
Whatever. Not Amazon, I'll tell you that much. I think probably the other thing has got to be lighting, like exterior lighting, like getting a good set of, if your truck didn't have fog lights, putting some like fog lights on there. Yeah,
what was big in high school was the KC daylighters, like with the chrome or the black housings. And honestly, I never bought any new. I'd always come across someone that was trying to like sell a set of lights, and I'd be like, "Oh, I'd buy them." And then it'd be like a process of putting the lights on and then not hooking them up right away, and then probably like 2 months later, then you finally hook them up. Yeah. And they're like, "Well, these aren't that good."
Yeah.
I'm wondering, this is
and like the shittiest hookup job ever. Too.
Oh yeah, dude, butt connectors, freaking. Just nothing weatherproof. No. Like, it's not even. Yeah, half the time it would flicker.
Yeah,
like maybe one would come on because they're just like butt connected together.
Check this out. You reach like under the dash and find the switch that you cobbled up there. You drill through.
Yeah,
check out this toggle switch. Oh, I got to turn them off when we shut the car off because they'll stay on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like the first time you wire up a sub and you don't put the remote switch on the freaking
Oh
amp.
yeah.
You come out the next day, car's just dead.
Yeah.
Damn
Did that. We put a sound system in one of the boats that we had, and normally it's a boat that would have two 12-volt. Was it two 12-volt batteries? No, it only had like one 12-volt battery. So we got two 6-volt batteries and basically wired them to make one giant 12-volt battery, right? Well, when we hooked up the batteries, oh, God, I'm going to screw this up because it's parallel, ties them together, like amplifies it, right? So two 6-volts would make, or is that series? Because it's parallel or series.
The best way I can remember it is, is it sequence or series?
Series.
So series.
Positive to negative, positive to negative, positive to negative.
Series is a line, parallel is a stack.
Okay, so we wired it. They're supposed to be wired in parallel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, when we wired it, it was wired in series, so it was still 6-volt. And we turned the stereo on, and it sounded like complete like dog shit. Like it was terrible.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh man, something's like this amp is jacked.
Yeah, so that was in series, not
in
parallel.
Series. Okay, yeah.
So you were running basically you had the support of two 6-volt batteries. You weren't actually making 12.
Right.
Yeah, the support of two 6. You're supposed to put that basically stack.
Yeah, because it needed 12
Yeah.
volts. But anyways, we finally figured it out a day later. It was like, oh crap, it was just this. We
I feel like I
swapped
want
some
to
things around.
double check that. I feel like I might be like.
Well, I'm gonna pull something up because I saw something today on Diesel Army. Shout out Diesel Army, Artie. And this should have. This happened like right after we did our current events episode. I thought it was interesting. Yeah, right here. Oh, come on.
I just need a freaking picture.
Yeah, this came out 2 days ago. GM buying back Silverados and Sierras for Duramax engine quality issue. Let's see. GM is intending to buy back certain Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra HD trucks from their customers due to apparent quality issues with the newest version of the 6.6-liter Duramax L5P. You may be wondering which trucks specifically are affected. On April 21st, GM will be repurchasing these units. So tomorrow, the dealer order submission. Wait, hold on. This includes both retail and fleet customers that have already taken delivery. At this time, the quality issues they're claiming on the Duramax engines is unknown. So they're not saying what the issue is. But check this out. This is the part that is like, if I was a Duramax owner, I would be, my sparkly jeans would be shivering and I'd be pissed. And there'd probably be little bedazzled jewels falling off. So it says, while GM has agreed to replace affected trucks, the replacement vehicles will be subject to certain feature constraints due to the semiconductor chip shortage. So there are currently multiple feature constraints on the Silverado HD and Silverado and Sierra HD, limiting availability of heated and ventilated front seats, heated outboard rear seats, heated steering wheel, front and rear park assist. Due to these supply constraints, it may not be possible for GM to exactly match the replacement trucks with the ones being repurchased. These feature constraints vary from trim to trim, however, so some units may be less affected than others. So you get a loaded to the nines Duramax, Denali, whatever. They're going to buy it back because the engine has some sort of issue, and you're going to walk out with a LT.
Yeah.
Like,
freaking
dude, that is so freaking jacked up. Like, what could be that bad? It has to be, like, to me, that has to be something that is not easily fixed.
Like,
so it has to be something like a block, like
bottom end valve train, something
that cannot just be replaced.
Yeah,
like a machining on a part of the block or something. Like, it has to be, because why? They're taking the entire. So you're telling me you're not just going to replace the engine and give me my truck back with all my creature comforts? You're going to buy the entire truck back,
basically scrap.
Yeah, and just give me you're like. I would be so freaking pissed.
I wonder if there's...
The only person that would work out for is if, let's say, a guy... I don't even know if this would be... If they're going to do this, but if a guy has, like, an LT or just, like, a base model work truck and then walks out with a Denali because that's all they had.
All they had there.
like, woo, let's get an upgrade.
Quick update on the battery thing. I was flip-flopped.
Okay.
So it's in series. So if you were wired in series, 2 6-volt batteries would give you 12 volts.
Okay, so that's what we were supposed to do, but we had them in parallel, which was affecting the operation of the stereo.
If you had them in parallel, 2 6-volt batteries would still give you 6 volts, but you would have the support of 2 batteries as far as like amperage.
Yeah.
Best way I can put it is when it's wired in series, double the voltage, same amperage.
Yeah.
If it's in parallel, same voltage, double amperage. Make sense? Yeah, because I kind of flip-flopped in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that little
We were 50% right.
that little guy there, yeah. I'll try and Corey, actually, I was looking it up, and I was pretty sure I was wrong, and then Corey found this little image and texted it to me. I'm going to try and remember that one, and we'll put it in the notes here or something like that, or I'll post it on the old Facebooks. Or Instagram. No, he's just Facebook anymore.
Yeah. So I got a question for you
Yeah.
now with this Duramax truck thing.
Mhm.
I have a feeling a lot of people, okay, if there is a lot of trucks that are affected by this and they have to buy them back, do you think these Duramax guys, I already know what you're going to say, and I already know what I would pretty much say, are they going to go to a Ram? Like, they still need a heavy-duty truck. Are they going to go to a Ram, or are they going to go to a Ford?
Answer D, rollerblades.
Or
Was that an option?
Rollerblades.
Well, answer C was
Tesla. Like, Prius.
But the Rams and Fords are solid axle. They ride so rough. That's how I imagine doing it. Yeah.
Frappuccino.
The cup holders don't hold my Starbucks right. They crinkle my straw, my paper straw. For all your Duramax owners,
we're sorry. But that does suck. That does freaking suck. I mean, they're nice
really
trucks. They're nice trucks.
it really makes me wonder what the actual issue is, because I know times were different, but like I remember when I was the GM dealership I worked at, you know, there was a frame that got warrantied.
Yeah.
Like it was, and they body swap, like they replaced the frame on the truck.
Yeah.
Like if it was, I have to imagine like if it was an engine issue, like let's say it's a deep, dark, just bad, like the cranks are breaking or just like the rods are breaking, like just something just so detrimental on the engine. It's like, it's an engine. Just replace the engine.
Right.
You know, but maybe now it's a supply issue to get engine parts or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it's a very compound and complex issue, as is Duramax engines in general, because that's how they roll.
While you're talking, I'm gonna go on GM's website because they usually will have a, like recall or warranty or something section. I mean, it was only posted 2 days ago. I would expect that they would put that in the article at Diesel Army, so I'm not expecting to find anything, but we'll just poke around.
Yeah, we'll probably learn more as it develops. That could have almost been a breaking news thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
crazy.
I'll just put that out there in case you're listening to this like way after this happens. We may end up doing a breaking news on that. If you don't know, we do breaking news episodes every now and then. It's when something happens that's like, holy shit, we got to get that out right now. And it's we basically stop what we're doing. We drop everything at our desk. We come in here and we film an episode. And our media team hates it because we film the episode and we go, guys, by the way, this has to be out in like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
I know that it's 5:59, but it has to be out today. And they're like, yeah, sure. Fucking hate you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not even gonna let me look. It's gonna make me put a VIN number in, which obviously I don't have one. Yeah. But
the number is 1DILDO rollerblades 71.
LGBTQ.
LGBTQ. I'm not going to go on that. That's a deep dark circle that I would get canceled for.
But yeah, well, we'll find out what's actually going on, and that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
What if it's like valve springs? It's like, really? You're just gonna buy the whole truck back?
It can't be valve.
I know, but at the same time, when I was just like thinking of what we've already talked about on it. Even if it was just an engine, like, what the hell? Replace it. Replace it.
It's got to be the fact that it was a run of engines, and they don't have the engines to replace. They only have the trucks.
Yeah.
or something. Or maybe it's
Maybe they should do what Ram did and open it up to the aftermarket to fix it because they're like, hey, oh, by the way, remember we were talking about that the Mopar part?
Yeah.
Did you see that link or the part number that Josh posted?
No.
So he posted the part number. It's a dealer only. Like you can't buy. Well, I just took the part number and I just Google searched it.
Mhm.
I found it. There's a lot of if you're looking for like factory Mopar parts, there's a lot of sites online that it's
Like Mopar parts.
buy
Direct.
Mopar parts online and all this. So I found
MoparParts.com.
there's like 1,000 of them. But I pulled like the first listing that came up. They're selling. They have it listed and it's on their site. Like you could buy it. You can add it to your cart. $560.
Wow.
CP3, all the parts, everything. $560. It was in the 500s. Retail price, their retail that was like they crossed out in sale, $719. That's freaking crazy, huh?
That is I'm just thinking of someone that's like, man, I need a replacement CP3. That's a cheap CP3.
That is a very cheap CP3
That's a cheap,
because that
brand
comes
new
with
OEM CP3.
everything.
Yeah.
Like it's not just the CP3. I mean, it's
Wow.
basically like the BD kit,
Mhm.
how they have the relocation for the ECM and all that stuff. It has all that.
That's interesting.
For sub $600.
I mean, once again, I think Mopar, other companies like GM need to take a note from Mopar on this one.
Yeah, at the same time though, on that, it's like, how can they do it that cheap? Because usually aftermarket's always cheaper than
yeah.
factory. Always.
By a lot.
It's usually by a substantial amount.
Yeah.
So for them to have that for, I don't know. I don't know. Because even just buying a CP3 from a dealership is like $1,200.
Yeah, minimum.
And like we sell them for around like $700, $800.
And we're talking like a reman.
A Bosch, yeah,
Like a
the
Bosch
same
reman.
thing that they would put in.
Literally.
Yeah,
Like you open the Mopar box and there's a Bosch box inside there.
yeah,
And that's what we have on the shelf.
yeah.
And so to give you an idea, like our dealerships, there's a reason I call them stealerships. But like they don't mark up things that much or something like that. First off, not every dealership marks up as much as every other dealership. Like
Yeah.
there's always going to be a markup, but there's no standardization. We have literally come across people telling us the price of parts. Like I've had people send me an invoice for other stuff where dealerships are marking it up 500%.
Do you know what's funny about that? When I used to work at a dealership, there was a company that came in and like restructured the pricing of parts,
Mhm.
and it was like a 400-500% markup.
Yeah.
On like stupid thing. Like it was actually kind of crazy. Like they're like ball joints for like $1,200. It's like there's no rhyme or reason for that whatsoever.
I feel like it's almost like the same price model of and the one that always comes to mind is there was this I don't want to say it's stupid because it was actually probably a pretty good thing, but the pricing structure and sales structure, like the Bluetooth speaker that all the YouTube guys were promoting like 3 years ago or something like that, and it was like you'd never heard of this speaker before, and they're telling you how great it is, and, for my viewers only, use this code and get 76% off, and it's like, how the fuck have I never heard of this item before, ever?
Yeah.
It's a brand new company, and it's magically 76% off.
Yeah.
So what you're telling me is you marked it up, 300%,
Yeah.
and now you're giving us 76% off
Yeah.
of something that you probably just rebranded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. All right, thanks, guys. But like, I feel like that's the dealership motto right there. It's like, well, normally these ball joints are $1,200. We'll go ahead and we'll give you a 75% discount on there. It's like they're still making 200%.
Yeah. So yeah, we're selling them for $1,200. Our cost, $15.99.
Yeah.
$15.99. So
When we came across, was it some Jeep parts or something like that? Where someone asked, we sold like someone some Jeep body parts, or was it like?
Oh, I did.
It was a while back.
Yeah, the whole all that takeoff stuff. The bumpers.
No, it was from the
fenders.
dealership. No, okay, maybe I'm thinking of something else. But there have been times where like there's stuff that we don't necessarily have listed on the website,
Yeah.
and someone will call in and they're like buying a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm like, hey man, can you get us some dealership? Like, I can always try. Like the connections that we have with dealerships are really good.
Yeah.
And so like I'll email them a couple of part numbers and like, oh yeah, here's the parts, and I'll they give them to them at our cost, and I mark them up our normal amount, and I'll send it over to them, and they're like, are you sure that's the price?
Yeah.
Was it too high?
Right.
They're like, no, like that.
It's actually like half as much.
That's nearly half.
Yeah.
And they were gonna charge me shipping on top of that.
Yeah.
Oh no, like to be honest, I even actually added an extra $5 on there because this is something we don't normally sell.
Yeah.
So do you want it? He's like, can I buy them right now?
Yeah.
Like, are you sure? Are you sure? It's like, yeah, the part, like, you gave me part numbers and your VIN number. I emailed them with your VIN number and the part numbers. They emailed back.
Yeah. Beep bop boop.
Yeah,
Here we
beep
go.
bop boop. I'm gonna go ahead, like, I'll go ahead and scribble out the prices they give us. But like, here's the quote they gave back to me, like with your part numbers and your VIN number.
Yep.
You sure you want it? He's like, can I take two? Like,
Yes.
for me and my friends? Sure. Yes, you can.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
Freaking dealerships, man.
Yeah.
Well, that is about going to wrap this one up, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone tuning in.
We just pretty much winged that whole episode.
Yeah, we
did.
I want you to know that the working title for this episode on our whiteboard for the serial number was From the Hip, because we just shot that from the hip.
Yeah.
I sat in my office all day and looked at my screen, and I was like looking through all these like suggestions and whatnot. I'm like, I have this like hard time. Like some of them, I'm like, man, I could dive real deep into that.
Yeah. Well, I think this is a perfect episode. Just FYI, my birthday was yesterday.
Yeah, it was.
I kind of partied a little last night.
Yeah.
I'm just slower today. A little slower today.
Tyler's usually about 150%. He's about 110 right now.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just a little slower today. And then the boss man and the manager took me out to lunch today, and I had a big tall beer of I don't even know, it was a black and tan.
Black and tan, yeah.
So it's like 2 different beers.
Yeah, it's usually a Guinness or some sort of stout.
Yeah, so I know one of them was a Guinness Nitro.
Yeah.
And then there was another, I don't know what they
usually have some
it was
sort of
it was
like,
good.
Yeah. Like
it was good, but it was draining. And I ate a big old fat Reuben sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're still awake right now.
Dude, it's I have so much to do after work. Like, it's not even funny. Like yeah.
Well, this episode's going to come out way after Tyler's birthday, so
yeah.
Wish him a happy birthday. And as always, we appreciate everyone listening in and tuning in and whatnot. Joe says,
Badangadoo.
Badangadoo, America's Just a Podcast, best podcast in the nation. Badangadoo, badabba. Bill back, badabba.
Yeah.
On that note, make sure and follow us on Instagram. Wednesdays, 5 p.m. Pacific time, we go live, which we're about to do right meow because it's 4:59. So we'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and check us out at dieselpowerproducts.com.